It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Commanders under the lights on Thursday night.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays, but he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go. It's Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, I wasn't so certain about leaving the offense out there, but they did, and it paid off with a touchdown.
And I love it, Mike. I think we're starting to see this more and more often in today's NFL. Take advantage of field position. Put the trust in your offense. It's exactly what their head coach does here, and certainly pays off.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back, 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver, and that'll set up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll lead to a second down.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And back deep for the Titans, it's Mason Kinsey. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Van Jefferson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's a Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time.
Dan Quinn wants a second opinion here, and he has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They give to Pollard on the option. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Titans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Austin Eckler now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off. That pickup good for 29 yards.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commander's first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing again, Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now he takes off. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They'll motion over Samuel. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
To the goal line and in. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This brought him out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw with Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That is caught at the 3. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's in. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead
first half. We'll
at
see
the intermission.
If any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Commanders about to send this one away. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Titans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's Lockett. Downfield, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Once again, right back to Lockett. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll run here. It's Pollard. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jonathan Jones.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Washington.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Lockett, touchdown Tennessee. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans draw closer here. It's 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. Throwing now, Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
They're all set to punt this one away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They send Ridley in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. They'll look to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to be taken down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know we need to finish this off.
It is brought in the end zone. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Titans. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet, a critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. On the option, here's Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' first down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll motion over Samuel. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Here's Daniel. He's got a man. It's McClurry. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. you are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend. Everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll run with Robinson. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Second down, goal to go. One more time, it's Robinson. And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll again get it to Ridley. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to the air one more time. Got his man at the 6. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
And that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are right back in this one. So it's a win here for the Commanders. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.